Hi, my name is Christine Mangan, and I'm author of Palace of the Drowned, a novel that is set in 1960s London and which follows the novelist Frances Croy. When the novel first starts out, we meet Frances, or Frankie, at a rather difficult moment in her life. She has just had her recent novel come out, and it has, in addition to receiving a little bit less attention than what she's used to in the past, it has also garnered a rather poor review, one which has deeply unsettled Frankie. Because of this and an incident that occurs in London, she decides to leave for a while and to go to Venice and stay in an empty palazzo that her friend owns. And while she's there, she kind of works herself back to that place where she's able to kind of forget the past, put it behind her, and start to work on something new. And this is the place we find her in when there is all of a sudden the introduction of Gilly, a young woman from London who claims a prior acquaintanceship with Frankie. The problem is that Frankie doesn't really recall her. She doesn't remember meeting her, and so she is now kind of plagued with this worry of why this girl is here, what exactly she wants from Frankie, and the novel progresses from there. There were a number of different works that obviously influenced me while I was writing. Two of them are Daphne du Maurier's Don't Look Now and Henry James' Wings of the Dove, both obviously set in Venice. And they're ones that, actually Wings of the Dove is one that I haven't read in a number of years, but what kind of stuck with me from reading it is that feeling that I got from it and the atmosphere that came across in terms of Venice, and that was something that I really wanted to convey within my own novel. And the same with Don't Look Now. I think there's this kind of moody, dark atmosphere in both of them, and so that was something that really kind of influenced the setting and the way that I wanted Venice to come across within the pages. Another thing with Wings of the Dove that has always stuck with me is that ending. I always found there to be something just quite devastating about that ending, and that kind of influenced where, without giving anything away, kind of influenced where I wanted to take the novel and what I wanted to do with the character of Frankie as well. And the other book that really influenced me too is Anthony Quinn's Freya. She really had a lot to do, I think, when I was thinking about Frankie and thinking about what type of person she was going to be. I think of Freya is one of those books. I've read it. It's another one that I've come back to a number of times, and she's such a unique woman for the decade that she's written in, and that was something that I really wanted to come across, not just with Frankie, but also with the other female characters as well, with Jack and with Gilly. But I really wanted her to be, a strong female character, someone who might not be as typical for the time. She lives by herself. She's completely fine with that. She provides for herself. And so all of these things kind of went into the making of Frankie. And so I would say those three books are the ones that I kind of, whether, I physically and actually opened up the book and returned them while I was writing, or just kind of thought about what I remembered from each of them. All of them can be found in different ways to have influenced Palace of the Drowned.